Hello everyone! Considering how close the Hull series is in development, I wanted to share with you all the information that CIG has released for it up till now and to show where it currently stands in its development cycle. They decided to start with the Hull C because it's the middle ground for the entire fleet of ships in the series, and what they developed for it can be equally applied to the rest of them as well as the other transforming ships like the Pioneer. It basically doubles in size when deploying its cargo struts, which unfolds like a fan and can fit a huge amount of cargo along each one. This can also prevent the larger hull ships like the C from landing since their struts are ridiculously long, preventing it from employing any kind of functional landing gear. To compensate for this, the Hull C has a docking collar which will allow it and many of the other larger ships to connect to a space station with. Deploying the cargo spindle is one of the most complex actions among any of the ships in the game right now. This means that the collision and lighting needs to move dynamically within the ship, along with several other key elements. Up till now, they never had to move an entire physics grid into and within each other. The hull's animations not only moves the ship, but collapses and envelops it, presenting some unique challenges for the shipyard team to have to contend with. This division of the ship into two halves has created a need to make the ship bigger to accommodate for all of the interior elements that had to be added, like living quarters, bed space, accessible components, and a way to EVA outside of the ship when you need to get to the other side. The habitation area located on the top of the front of the ship has a window that looks out onto the hull's cargo struts, and gives a commanding view of it as it unfolds. From there you can also watch the orchestrated dance of drones as they remove and add cargo to its various struts, and take a visual account on how progress is going when both unloading and loading up your ship. The back end of the ship has also gotten considerably larger as it's transitioned from its concept to its white box phase. The rear portion of the ship has a 3-tier engine bay with a lift that takes you from the engine room to a components floor. The top floor houses an external airlock which leads out of the ship, and a viewing area that you can use to check the engines from. The mist style is very well established, and design cues have already been taken from ships like the Starfarer, Freelancer, and Prospector, which provides the foundation for what the hull's interior will feel like. The Hull series has already entered the final art stage of the ship pipeline, where the final UI, audio, and tech art will be added into the ship. Once that's finished, it will move on to flight prep, and then into our hangars. That's all the info we currently have on the development for the Hull C. I look forward to giving you more information on this cargo hauling beast of a ship as it gets closer to being finally released. Take care, and thank you for tuning in.